Welcome. Today we'll be demonstrating how to use Dragon to transcribe an audio file that has been recorded by a provider. In this scenario we are having a staff member transcribe the audio file, and I have a sample here that I'm going to run, give you an idea of how this works. In this case we're using partial note markers to be able to insert dictation into notes. So this is a demonstration file I created to show how you can control fonts and formatting and all kinds of different things that can be difficult to control inside of Practice Partner or Metasoft Clinical. So you see there we switched to a smaller font, and we can do all kinds of font changes like bold and underlined and indent and a lot of things that we're not able to do effectively inside of a template. You can see we're using dragging commands to create our partial note marker commands, and then inserting dictation here at the bottom. I'm adding in medications, diagnosis, and procedure code. So once this is done, any of this text can be highlighted and played back so that you can listen to it and then correct it. So the idea here is that you correct the audio file, save it as a rich text file. Changes can be made at this point. If commands didn't recognize properly, then they could be corrected here, and then essentially we just save this file. Then we can move it to anywhere we want, and I'll be loading it into our test environment. Okay, so now that our audio file has been transcribed and corrected, it can be put into a rich text file and then transferred anywhere you want. So even if you're doing this on a remote server, we can still load these in and move them around. Like here I'm RDP'd into one of my hosted demo systems, so we are going to load this progress note for the patient you see here in the background. I'm going to bring up a note and I'll show you the note that I have started to simulate. A medical assistant would have come in, entered the vital signs, loaded the progress note, and you'll see I have my insert tags in here. For my partial note markers, we're insert with my template, and I can actually use anything I want in this template. As you can see, it still has quick text in it, so I can click on information in here and also insert dictation at the same time. So this has already been saved, but I can click OK, say I am not permanently done with this note, and even after I insert the dictation I'll be able to come back and add anything I might want to. So now I'll go to Text Data Loader. I'll browse to my test file. Doesn't really give you much of an indication that it's running, but if you wait, it should either pop up with errors or tell you that it is done. You can see we have 100% completed, and it shows the current note that we're on. So I'm going to close that out and go ahead and go into note. It's going to ask me if I'd like to view that shared note. I'm going to say yes I would, and you can see now we have our text has been inserted from the dictation. We still have the ability to click on quick text, even as a medical assistant or staff member who may need to add something that the provider wanted to do. We can also use orders that have been put in and review those. This particular site we set it up for already used this system for adding medications, so we adapted it to fit this. This is probably not how I would currently set that up, but it is very flexible, so that you can do that kind of stuff. So now I can click OK. I'm going to say I am permanently done with this note, and it'll remove the quick text and ask for a signature the same way it normally would. I'm not going to sign it and put it in the review bin. This is the step where it would go into the review bin, and the provider could then review the progress note after it has been encoded in the system. So we'll go look at that progress note now. So here it's warning me of a duplicate order, which is correct because I have been testing it. Now I can go back to our most recent progress note, or I could go to the review bin and see here's the final product. Very clean progress note. And that's it. Thanks for watching.